Let's talk about pow-pows, power wheelies. Alright, power wheelies aren't actually bad, against popular belief. I feel like if you're starting out to do wheelies, then you gotta do power wheelies to improve to some extent. Obviously don't be a dumbass about it and loop, because you don't want to be showing off your little power wheelies, not know what the back brake is, and then as soon as you go past balance point, you get a bunch of torque because you have no gravity pulling you down, and you just flip it. That's not a good look, you know. Not a good look for your bike, not a good look for you, or bikers in general, to be honest. So just don't be doing all that shit. But if in a controlled speed, if you just pop it up without clutch, I mean, if you can even do it, like that. That's better than dumping the clutch and flying up and not knowing how to control it. But, that being said, if you can learn clutch ups, that's the best way to learn wheelies because it's the most controlled, it's predictable, and you can learn the back brake the same way as if you're doing little power wheelies. The problem with power wheelies is that you get these guys on 1000cc bikes that don't know the power curve of their bike, and they get up and then they don't know what to do past balance point. So what happens is gravity becomes kind of nullified at balance point because the bike's like you're technically falling backwards, not down. They don't know the back brake, so they don't know to stop themselves from going up. So when they hit balance point, they freak out. They get a bunch of torque, so they fly backwards, and they can't catch themselves with the brake, and they just you know, bloop. And it's pretty obvious to tell when someone loops when they're doing wheelies, well, power wheelies, is that they're going up, they're throttling, and they're staying pretty steady, and then all of a sudden they just fly back, and they're like, what happened? It's because of that little torque boost that you get, and they don't expect that. So now we're gonna try to do a little pow-pow. Drop it back, slow it down, drop it forward so you gain a bit of speed, drop it back, brake, 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 and then just chase it out, fall back, brake, slow it down, and I'll drop it, because I don't want to turn. And there's cars behind me. The reason you don't want to use the clutch when it's raining or if it's wet outside is you'll give too much power to the rear wheel and it'll slip out. It won't be able to grip, so you'll end up just doing a roll and burnout. Which, if you're trying to do a roll and burnout, power to you, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with power wheelies for learning. I think if you're just clutching up and you don't know how to hold it out, this is a problem I had. I couldn't do a wheelie that was longer than 2-3 seconds because I'd hit balance point, drop back a little bit, and then I didn't know how to really do anything after that, so I just dropped it. I couldn't keep it going. What happens when you hit balance point and you drop back? Your bike likes to switch direction a little bit. It like follows wherever your weight is, and if you don't know what to do with your weight, then you're just gonna fall into a direction that you have no control over, so you'll drop it. And that's good for getting comfortable with being at balance point and falling back a little bit and just being back there, but eventually you need to try to like carry it out, and the only way to do that is pow-pows, power wheelies.